said that Allah said, now look at this, guys, this is fun. The Prophet said that Allah said, O Prophet, say to your wives, if you desire the life of this world and its glitter, then come. I will make provision for you and set you free in a handsome manner. But if you seek Allah and His Apostle and the home of the hereafter, then verily Allah has prepared for the good doers amongst you a great reward. 33:28 of the Quran. Aisha said, am I to consult my parents about this? I indeed prefer Allah, His Apostle, and the home of the hereafter. After that, the Prophet gave the choice to his other wives, and they also gave the same reply as Aisha did. Now, guys, I don't know. It appears to me here that Muhammad, he stayed away from his wives for 29 days out of shame and being humiliated at being caught in sin. And during those 29 days, he thought up a good plan so that he could make things right again. And so he had his Allah come to his defense.
O Prophet, say unto thy wives, if ye desire the world's life and its adornment, come, I will content you, and will release you with a fair release. But if ye desire Allah and His Messenger, and the abode of the hereafter, then lo, Allah hath prepared for the good among you an immense reward.
Said, you have heard it adultery, right? So how could Muhammad be a true prophet of God if he goes against what God says in his laws? It just doesn't make sense. Jesus went on and illuminated the law of you shall not commit adultery, because Jesus said, you have heard that it was said, you shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that anyone who looks at a woman with lust has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Muhammad was a very lustful man, and his sins are so numerous in regards to women, slave girls, and his heart. The adultery he committed in his heart. He committed adultery in his heart in other hadiths. We can maybe look at that later.
The table. When a woman who had lived a sinful life in that town learned that Jesus was eating at the Pharisee's house, she brought an alabaster jar of perfume, and as she stood behind him at his feet weeping, she began to wet his feet with her tears. Then she wiped them with her hair, kissed them, and poured perfume on them. When the Pharisee who had invited him saw this, he said to himself, if this man were a prophet, he would know who is touching him and what kind of woman she is, that she is a sinner. Jesus answered him, Simon, I have something to tell you. Tell me, teacher, he said. 2 men owed money to a certain moneylender. One owed him 500 denarii, the other 50. Neither of them had the money to pay him back, so he canceled the debts of both. Now, which of them will love him more? Simon replied, I suppose the one who had the bigger debt cancelled. You have judged correctly, Jesus said. Then he turned toward the woman and said to Simon, You see this woman? I came into your house. You did not give me any water for my feet, but she wet my feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair. You did not give me a kiss, but this woman, from the time I entered, has not stopped kissing my
heed. The adulterer and the adulteress, scourge ye each one of them with 100 stripes. And let not pity for the twain withhold you from obedience to Allah, if ye believe in Allah and the last day. And let a party of believers witness their punishment.